Bama, they say, will epitomize being black and from the South. Now, I claim that, but let me explain to you what being a Bama really about. You see, Alabama was known as a heart addiction. That's what black folks always had at heart. I'm from Mobile down by the bay, and that was the main aorta. And from Jim Crow to slavery, we carried too much of this water to be disrespected by the very people who supplied the fuels of our markets. While they drinking from the well of freedom provided by our grandmothers and fathers. Knowing the whole time it was a Bama that made life better for them, their sons, and their daughters. So you ain't known Alabama in the South, you're really blocking what was your own blessings. Peep game. Huggy gonna give you a quick history lesson.
Word.
Now if you was black in this country, no matter where you're from, to some degree you always had a hassle. But when cotton was king, Alabama was the castle. Fertile land, Post City, plus a whole bunch of slaves, so they made a square amount of money off that triangle trade. 1876 ended what they call post-Civil War Reconstruction. Last of the Union troops left the South, and the KKK went on a path of destruction. And that sparked the first migration of Exodus. Blacks headed toward that Mason-Dixie line. Couldn't take the way they were being treated in the South, so they left everything they were loved and knew behind. But the irony of the situation is, most of them got up north, were treated too much better. Disenfranchised, segregated, underpaid. Now they got to deal with that cold ass weather. So eventually over time in the South, what you pretty much had left was the strongest, most oppressed, hardest working people on this planet, searching for knowledge and worth of self. They wouldn't let us go to their colleges, so we started our own HBCU. Missed the pain of our struggle with our Negro spirituals and created this music called blues. And Bama's like W.C. Handy gave it to the world to use. They never understood the pain of our struggle till we made them sing and dance in our shoes. Then down in New Orleans, some more Bama type created jazz. And people never heard nothing like it before, and it spread around the world real fast. It had so much power, so much energy that anybody could feel it. And them scary Negroes ran up north, let them record companies steal it. But meanwhile, down in Montgomery, it was some Bamas that had enough. So they stepped off on the good foot, and the whole city stopped riding the bus. And some Bamas over in Selma and Birmingham started doing some similar things. And they were led by a Bama preacher, but we call him Dr. Martin Luther King. And it was him and a whole bunch of other Bamas like Medgar Evers that fought and died for all our civil rights endeavors. It was Bamas that suffered the most that have changed this world. Them Little Rock Nine and them 4 little girls. From Dred Scott to the Montgomery bus boycott. We indebted to some Bamas for all we got. Who told us that struggle? Who made us yearn to be free? If it weren't for some Bamas, what would black folks really be? Now ultimately you're going to believe what you want to believe. But when it comes to music, art, culture, sports, whatever, recognize what we didn't achieve. If you don't believe a word I'm saying, you can check every one of my facts. And then when you're at it, go and ask your grandmama where she learned to cook like that. So in closing, I will say Alabama the people. Hard-working country swag, crusty feet and dirty cuties. Born and bred in that red dirt clay, and it was the blood of my ancestors that made it that way. So till you get some rosewood, some Colfaxes, or some Tuskegee experiments, you need to start using that word Bama like a term of endearment. And the survival is determined by the strength of your genes, where you keep them Sean Johns. I'm rolling with them dungarees.